everybody, and welcome to my channel. If you haven't been here before, then I hope you enjoy. Hi everyone, so welcome to today's video. In today's video I'm going to be using these, I don't know if they're like when they come out, basically. I think they've been out for like a few months, or I'm not exactly sure. I'll try and find out when they first came out. But this is like in the last week or few weeks, it's the first like I've heard of this Colorista range from Spectrum Noir. So I just wanted to pick it up because it is quite affordable. I am still waiting on more of the art markers, but this is what came today, and I just felt like filming this video, so I might do a part 2 like using those other ones. And I do want to pick up like the glitter markers, the glitter paint markers I think they're called. So I will pick those up as well in the future, and maybe I'll do like a part 2 of this video. But this is what I've got for now. I've got the colouring kits. I've got 4 of the colouring kits. There is another 2 that I don't have, but I will pick those up as well sometime in the future. And then I have 4 of the coloured pencils. I think this is all of the coloured pencils in the range. And then I have 2 of the paint markers, the metallic ones and the like just regular ones, bold basics. So it's decorative metallics and bold basics. I know this box doesn't look as good because I ripped it a little bit, but it doesn't matter. But I am just going to be colouring a page in Self-Care by Coco Wyo, because it was requested a while ago for us to actually do a colouring chat in that book, and I haven't really gotten around to it. But I'm going to be colouring in that book today because I am going to be starting a buddy colour. But I just thought that I would do this video and just use the stuff and tell you what I think of them. I've already swatched them. Let's just get my swatch book. I've already swatched them all, so I've got like a feel for how they work, especially the pencils, because the pencils are £3 each, well £2.99 each, just for this 12 pack, where you can get them all for £12, like as a bundle. They sell them on Amazon. And then I got these as a bundle for £20, and I believe that they're £9.99 each, so basically a tenner. And then these colouring kits I've got, well, let us just get a bit more organised and actually tell you exactly what I've got. So in the colouring kits I've got four of them. I've got Mindfully Calm, which is more of like a pastel theme kind of thing. I've got Feel Good Florals. I've got Positive Vibes, which is more of like bright colours. And then you've got some Simply Natural. So in these ones you only get 6 of the actual art markers, and they are alcohol based. I made sure, because at first glance I thought, oh, I'm not going to pick them up, because at first glance obviously they look like the same kind of barrel that all of the water based markers come in. So I was a bit like, oh, I don't know about that. But then I just had a quick read, and because it said art markers and then the other one said water based collection, so I thought, oh well, these must be different. So I had a quick look, and then they are actually alcohol based, so I'm really excited about that. They do have a brush tip. I'll just open one, because as well as having the markers, they also come with 6 colouring pages. Oh no, you only get 5 markers, sorry. You get 5 dual tip markers, 6 colouring pages, and hints and tips guide. And since this one's already broken, I'm not good with packaging. So yeah, they come like in a plastic thing like this. This plastic's really thick as well, it's hard to get them out. So those are the 5 colours that you get in there. But then also in the box it comes with a hints and tips guide. I haven't read it all, but it does come with that. If you're new to alcohol markers and stuff, I know how to use them, so I might have a read of it later, but I'm not really too bothered about it. But it does also come with like these little colouring pages, and each one of them has different ones. I feel like they are a little bit too small for the alcohol markers, even though the markers do have like more of a, I'll show you, they do have more of like a finer tip. I don't know if you can see properly, like they do have a finer tip, but, and then they have like a brush tip as well, but I still think they're a bit too thick for like some of the pictures that they've given. They're a bit too thick for what these pictures actually are, is what I should say. Like these little doodly bits, I just think that it's still a bit too thick to get like right in them. They do have a pack of fine liners as well, so I won't pick up the fine liners because I don't really have a need for them. I have fine liners and I don't use them as often, so I don't really want to buy the fine liners. But it's just like a sort of collection of little images, just even if you just want to like pop them in a little envelope or something and just carry them around if you want to go traveling and stuff like that. If you want some colours, like some small colouring pages while you're out and about. So that's those ones. I'll just move them at the side. There's no point putting them back in if I'm going to use them. And then for the coloured pencils, they come in four different colour ranges as well. So you've got the Perfect Portrait, you've got Bright and Vivid, Floral Sensation and Natural Landscape. And I have been using these pencils a little bit. I will show you. I used these pencils on top of an alcohol marker base, not these markers, the Ohuhu markers. And I've used the pencils on the books, I've used them on the wings. I didn't use them on the hair. And I've used them on the candles in like this light source and stuff. And I'm pretty happy with them. Like for the price, I think they're pretty good of what I've used so far. And also, I'll just show you the swatches as well. When I swatched them, I made sure to kind of be a little bit, you know, like reviewy, I guess, because I noticed like the way they felt and like the colour payoff and everything like that was different between them. So I did give them a score, each of them a score out of 5. So that is the Perfect Portrait pencils. And of these 3 lighter ones, they're a bit scratchy and like the payoff's not as good, but they do the job. Like I said, I just showed you. I used these 3 pencils on this lady, on this lovely like fairy girl, and although they're not the best pencils in the world, they're pretty good for £3. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I think they'll do a good job. I think they'll be good for beginners. And then these ones, so 2's like okay, it's not really that bad. It's not as creamy as the ones that I have 3 and 4. Like the ones I have 4 are just, they work really well. The colour's nice, and just the higher the number, like the more softer and blendable and like more pigmented they are. And although these ones were also like nice and like sort of soft, they did leave like this sort of speckly bit, so that made us downgrade them. So like hope you get the gist. So I'll just give you like a close-up of these just in case you want to have a look at my rating system. Like that. And then these are the markers, like the art markers that I've just showed you. So that's the Feel Good Florals, the Simply Natural, and then that's the Positive Vibes and Mindfully Calm. And then over here we'll have the paint markers, we'll have the metallic ones and the bold basics. So I've already swatched them out, so we'll go into more detail when I actually colour them. And then I'll just quickly show you the paint markers. That's basically just a basic, they're just a basic paint marker. I feel like they've come packaged well as well. That was my fault ripping the I'm ripping the packaging. I feel like they come packaged well, and they don't feel really expensive. Like, I don't know, I haven't really had like really expensive stuff, but they feel really good quality, and they're just a like normal paint brush nib. You have to activate them. You get 8 paint markers in each one. I think mainly today I'm just gonna colour a little bit with the markers and a little bit with the pencil. The pencils just to show you on camera what they're like, and just so you can like see a demo of them. And then we'll use these in another video. I'll probably do like a part 2 because, as I said, I'm getting the other art markers, and then I want to get the glitter markers as well, so I'll probably do a separate video on those ones. So I'm just going to take all of these out of the packaging and then just have them on the side, so I've actually don't have to faff around with the packaging once I actually start colouring. I am going to take it out of the packaging like once I start actually using them. I just kept the packaging for now. So these are the like little colouring pages from the Positive Vibes one as well, so they're good, like they're just like quotes. I guess they would be much better. I really like these ones actually. Like, these ones would be much better for the actual markers. And then these are the ones from the Feel Good Florals. Again, more quotes. And it's got a lot of flowers on it. Oh, that one's a bit damaged. I actually really like the colour scheme of this. Like the colour palette of the packaging of this one. And then these are more quotes. I think all of them are mainly quotes. These are the ones from the, what's this one called? Mindfully Calm. So that's those ones. I never thought I could actually colour one of them ones, but I want to make a start on my actual page. So I've got my book here, and then I've just like lay out the markers right there. So I have marked the page that I'm going to be doing. This is going to be a body colour with Erin from Star Sketch. I've got the swatches. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So yeah, this is the page that I'm going to be doing. And then I'm just going to pick some colours. I'm just going to do like a little bit talking, and then I might speed up a little bit and then do a little bit of talking with the pencils and then speed it up a little bit. And obviously I'm not going to do the whole page, but I just want to give you like a demo of us actually using the products. I haven't used the art markers on a page yet, so this will be good. I have no idea if they're yellow or anything. My like 2 cents is that they probably won't. If they're from Spectrum Noir, they kind of know what they're doing, but like obviously I'm not sure, so I don't know. All I know is that the hair on this lady is gonna have to be purple because it's just screaming out to us. But we'll have 2 purples here. We'll have one here, and then we'll have one here. So which one do I do? Should I try and do like a bit of both? Try and do some like shadow with the marker, which is what I want to do, but what I want to get better at is actually doing more shading with markers as well as the pencils. I don't really have any skin tone markers, so I'll just leave the skin tone and do that with pencil. Haven't actually done any colouring on camera for a while. Like, I've done me completed pages and stuff, but I haven't really coloured anything on camera for a while, and I want to get back to actually doing colouring on the camera. On camera, I should say. So let's just do all the hair colours for now. What colour hair should I give? I guess I'll give her pink hair. So we'll have 3 pinks. We'll have fruit pink. It's more of like a reddy pink, that one. That would go nice with the coral colour. I know you can't see the swatches, but I'm looking at the swatches here. Like that fruit pink's not really the pink one I want to go for, but that would be a nice colour. It's like a contrast or a shadow colour to this coral colour. So the pink ones we'll have is pink violet and carnation. We'll also have rose red, so that could be good. It's like it's hard because that's more like purpley pink. So I guess we're going for carnation and rose red. So how is everybody? This is not going to be like a full colouring chat, but I know I need to like do a full colouring chat and just literally have a talk, but I have a lot to I do want to get like a fair bit of colouring done in this video just to show you as like a demo of these. These feel nice. Like I do love the sort of style of this kind of pen. Oh, I forgot the other one. Like even when they come in the water-based markers, I like the style of those, but I'm just not a fan of water-based markers. I just don't like the streaks. I know I haven't opened this on the brush side. I just noticed. I'm not the neatest with markers. I don't know how people do it. I just end up like, they end up bleeding and everything. I'm so messy with markers, and then I'll clean it up with gel pen. And I've also went over, I think these are supposed to be scrunchies. But you can see like a difference. It's not like a stark difference, but you know, it's a little bit of shadow there. But I really like that. I was going to say I really like that like rose red colour, but what I think I'm going to do is actually, I think I'm going to do that sort of coral and fruit pink combination on this lady's hair right here. They're nice so far. I'm not sure if the brush tips will free over time. That's something I'll have to keep you updated on, but so far they're really nice. But with them being like a lot thinner than usual markers, I'm not sure like how much ink is actually in there. I do have some Spectrum Noir Classic markers as well, but I do really like the thinner barrel on these. But so far I really like these, and I look forward to getting the other ones, because you can get like a pack of, how much is it? Maybe it's a pack of 8, like the sort of same style packaging as the paint markers, which I have ordered, but they're still on the way. And I got a pack of 4 for £30. Like these are the ones that you can get where you have like the 2, but where's the other ones that I had? No, them are the paint markers. Oh, them are the actual like paint markers, so them are definitely £9.99 each, and together they were £20. I got the pencils from Amazon, but the rest of them I got like off this catalogue that I have. So yeah, these are that £7.99 each. That makes more sense. But so these are the ones that I've got coming. You get brilliant hues, and you do get a pack of 8. Natural tones, rich shades, and pastel soft tints. So them are the ones that I'm still waiting on. But yeah, like everything in this range is super affordable. There is these metallic markers as well. I don't know if you can see that they're metallic markers, but I've got metallic markers and I don't really use them as much, so I'm not really wanting to get those. But I have actually put those in my basket, but I can't get them till I get paid. And then them are the fine liners. You get a pack of 8 for £6, and they look like just standard kind of colours. But as I say, I'm not really in the market for any fine liners. So yeah, that's those. So I like those colours. I like those combos. And I feel like her hair, I don't know, for some reason she looks a bit more tomboyish, but I don't want to make her like boring. Might give her blue hair. I don't know, I just feel like blue for her. I've got like 3 blues. I've got this sky blue, I've got this cerulean, and I've got waterfall, which is more of like a turquoisey colour. But I think this waterfall colour will look really nice with this cerulean, so we'll do those. Like I say, I've only become like aware of this brand. I mean, of this, like, obviously I knew of Spectrum Noir, but I've only become aware of this range like very recently, when I saw the pencils on Amazon, and then I was just like having a look on that catalogue thing that I had, and then they had some on there, so I thought I might as well just give them a go. So that's all the hair's done. This background is a bit like, is it nighttime or daytime? Because it's got clouds, but it's also got shooting stars, so I don't know if it's nighttime or daytime. But let's just do these leaves because we've got some greens. I know like them kind of leaves in real life tend to be darker, but I don't want to make them that dark. I have like these kind of greens. I might just do them emerald, because like in my head it makes more sense like this thicker end to be the, I hope it's not too dark. Like in my head it makes more sense for this to be the brush end with it being a little bit thicker, but it's actually the opposite way around. So anyway, let's just do these leaves. So I would like to know as well, like, what kind of videos do you want us to film, like as and when I can. I do have the spooklets video. I want to colour in a page in Aesthetica Synthetica from Carla Magana, because some people asked us a while ago if I could do a video colouring like one of Carla's spooklet gals, but I would like to do a video on that. And also I have filmed 2 parts of me colouring book collection and finished pages. They're probably going to be long, and Stephen was in them too, like rating me pages just so he could get involved. But they'll be coming, but I'll film the other 2 without Stephen, probably. He just likes being on the channel. The brush tip feels nice as well. Like it feels like it's not too flimsy, but it's not too firm. Oh, I missed the leaf. I'm not the best at like reviewing things. I'll just say what I can, but I just thought that in case you don't know and you haven't got a really big budget and you're looking for some new supplies to try out as well. I don't know if they're available on all the Amazons, so I'm not sure. So I'm going to do the clouds, this sky blue colour, just because I don't think I'm going to do the sky blue with a dark blue or light blue. I'm going to do it like a colour. So yeah, I got this straight by my brother, but I am going to be doing the colouring book slash completed pages videos. It'll probably be up in like 4 parts. I did the 2 first ones with all of the colouring books that I've got on my colouring card. So those will be up when I can edit them, but I will be putting this one up first. I just want to film a few videos, so I've got like some for when I'm not feeling good as well. Like, I'm not feeling amazing right now, but I'm not feeling like the worst I've ever felt. I'm just super tired. I'm gonna have these leaves down here as well, but I'm gonna do them in a lighter colour. I'm gonna do them in this lime green colour. As I say, I'm really not very neat with markers. I just like go in and fix it with gel pen afterwards. That's why I'm such a big fan of the jelly rolls as well, because I can just go in and fix things. But I do want to be a bit more careful when I'm beside our skin.
Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming, dreaming in colors I never dreamed in. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh. Magic, no, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took them all and made them yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed, skipping out, no I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, yeah, you take me higher, baby.
So I've coloured all the marker work now, and I've used practically all the colours except Sunshine, Oak Tree and Camel. Just wasn't feeling those colours, I guess. So that's all of the markers that I'm using on this page, but as you can see, the skin isn't done. I had missed a few bits, so I had to fix that, but I've just put them markers in that pencil case right there. So that's all the colours that I've got. I've worked with the colours that I had Originally I wanted to do the sky like a light pink colour, but then I thought like it just wasn't working, so I decided to do like a pink moon kind of thing. And I don't really like this colour for the sky, but my thought is with the pencils, not in this video probably because it's going to take us a while, I want to do like an orange and pink, like blend into yellow on the sky, so give it like kind of sunset vibes. So but yeah, that'll take us a while, so I'll probably not do that on camera, and hopefully I can actually do it with these pencils. But I'm going to concentrate on the skin first. I'm just going to do one of the skin tones, I guess, and then do like a few other elements that I can with the pencils to show you as testing these ones out, and then that'll be the video. Let's get the swatches for the perfect portrait set. If you want us to do like a portrait like Mariola Budek or something like that with these pencils, then let us know, because that is something I'd be really interested in doing. I'm not like the best at skin, I'm not like the best at portraits, but I love colouring skin, and I have improved a lot, but also I'm not the best of the best, but I think my skin's like the skin on my pages turn out okay. So it's got different tones as well, so I am going to do this lady darker skin just because it looks like she's got like more of an afro hair, and I just feel like she should have darker skin. So I'm gonna do, let's have a look, I'm gonna do dark umber brown, or it's dark umber too dark, I'm not sure. I'll just leave that for now. I'm gonna get brown sepia, peachy hue, in light auburn. Let's just try those. Light auburn and peachy hue. I'm just going to give them all a sharpen. They are quite skinny pencils, so this sharpener, I don't know, they just feel weird in this sharpener. They are like quite skinny, I forgot to mention that. They're kind of like as if you've got like the Duo and Chroma Flow, they're kind of like a skinny pencil like that. I haven't used these colours together, so I don't know how they blend. In my other picture I just did like really light layers, because obviously I don't think they're like the most blendable things ever. I think it's best to work in layers. So I'm just going to go in layers from like dark to light, but I'm going to like practice a little bit on the torso, or like the back, the lower back, just to get to grips of like the colour order that I want to do and stuff, if that makes sense. It just helps us practice a little bit before I go into the larger areas. So this is the darkest one, brown sepia. So it's just like a medium pressure really. I'm quite heavy handed, so I need to lighten my pressure a little bit. I think the Crayola colours of the world are a bit better than these from what I tested out, but I haven't really tested them on Amazon paper. But for these being £3, the colour selection and the actual performance of them in the swatches and stuff is pretty good, because the Crayola colours of the world, well, they are like a 5 or something like that, but also they have 24 colours. I love that set actually. I really need to use it more. It had been in my Black Widow case, pencil case, which had been on my shelf, but I want to get a separate pencil case for like my more cheaper pencils like these ones, and I want to put the Crayola ones in there as well. But like, as you can see, that's standard but pretty nice. And I think you can blend them if you just do like nice light layers. I'm sorry if the camera's shaking a bit, like my desk isn't the most stable on the floor. like my carpet's a bit uneven. So I just repeat that process and I speed it up just so we can get to more areas. So I should have zoomed you in a bit more, but I don't know if you can just say I tried. So this is the result that I got using those 4 colours. I do think they're good. I do think I was able to get like a nice range from dark to light. And they blend well if you like layer them. But as I say, they're not the best pencils in the world, and they do leave like this sort of grainy texture. Like they're good pencils considering they're £3, but they're not amazing pencils, especially this portrait one. The other ones seem to be a little bit better than the portrait set, but as you can see, I have got a good decent skin tone colour. My only issue with it is that it leaves this like sort of grainy texture, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. And I think I'm just not the biggest fan of that compared to the smoothness of the marker. Maybe if it was older than pencil it would be good. But then I tried to go over with a like blender pencil and also with a, what's it called, colourless blender alcohol marker, and as you can see it's just took the pigment off and not blended it like how I wanted it to. So it might work better on like smoother paper, but it's entirely up to you. If this is your first time getting some skin tone markers and you've got a very small, skin tone pencils, and you've got a very small budget, I think the colour range is really good. But as I say, like this grainy texture isn't my favourite, but I was still able to get a good skin tone colour with it, I think. And I've got a feeling that it's going to do better on like other papers, but you're never going to get like an amazing result because they're not like that buttery smooth, and they're not that smooth, but they're just, like I say, they're just very standard. I do prefer the Crayola colours of the world. If I'm 100% honest, I think those pencils, you'll be better off with those pencils if you purely want to concentrate on portraits. But like, if you want to get this as a set, these pencils aren't extremely bad. I thought they were going to be worse, for like £3. Like, I would say they're much better than like pound shop quality pencils and stuff. They have a lot more colour to them than I would expect from such a cheap pencil. So I'm just going to fix this arm, and then we'll get on to doing some of the leaves or something else, and then we'll probably leave that there. So yeah, I fixed that bit of arm, and I just wanted to say, when I was saying like these pencils aren't creamy, I was like finding it hard to describe them. They're a lot drier than the other sets. There is like certain colours that are a little bit drier, but like say these ones I've given a 4 because these ones seemed a lot more creamier, and like most of the other sets have a 3 to 4 rating, except this fiery red and these 2 greens, and then this hibiscus one. So some of them are quite dry, and then some of them are like, I guess some of them have got more of that waxy feel. So just to let you know. And also another thing, like I say, on this pencil, this is called Peachy Hue, and obviously with them being so cheap, I'll just zoom this out a little bit more. With these being so cheap, this pencil end does not match the actual colour that well on most of them. It's better than some, but you know, it is what it is. You just look and swatch. So yeah, a lot of pencils aren't like very good and true to the actual lead anyway. But let's put those portrait ones away. Also, I just want to add in that if you have like problems with coloured pencils being dry, like when I say creamier like ones, I mean they're just more of like a waxy feel, so they feel smoother, but most of them are quite dry and quite hard, and you have to press like quite hard, even though like if you want more colour payoff you have to press like quite hard. But saying that, I think it's best to build up in like lighter layers, but also with them being quite dry and like hard, that just really hurt your hands. So if you have problems with pencils hurting your hands and stuff, then I would give these ones a complete miss. But if you are on a very small budget and you don't really have any coloured pencils and you only have Crayola and stuff, I would say they're worth a try, and it's not really that much money spent if you don't get along with them. Like as I said, if it's between this and the Colours of the World by Crayola, I would go Crayola. But like I say, if you wanted to get this whole, like all of them in the 4 set for like £12 and you didn't have any other pencils, then I think you'd still be happy. Like, I will definitely still use these, but I think what's thrown us off as well, because this has such a textured look compared to the smoothness of the marker, that's what's thrown us off the most, because it's like such a stark contrast. But like I say, if there was if like I had done a page all in these pencils, I think it wouldn't bother us as much. But just saying, just letting you know. So what else shall we do? But yeah, I definitely wouldn't, especially on Amazon paper, I don't know about other paper, but I definitely wouldn't like try and blend them out to get rid of that texture. It's not like a texture to the touch, but like it looks textured. So I'll do the rest of the skin tones off camera, because I don't want to just like do skin tones. But I guess we'll get some greens and try and do something with these leaves. So I'll get the two sets that have green in them, because I don't actually know what else I'm going to do pencil on this page. We'll have a few greens in the Bright and Vivid set, and then we'll have a few greens in the, what's this one called? Natural Landscape. So let's just see which greens have like the worst rating, and I guess we'll kind of use those ones just to see how they work in action. So I have pine green and peacock green, so we could do that for like these leaves and just see how they go. Just with them having like the less rating and the more dry, and I guess they're just going to work like these ones really. But I still do think they're very decent pencils for such a cheap price. That is the thing about it, like for £3 each for 12 pencils, it's pretty good, I think, anyway. I kind of just want to focus on more affordable stuff rather than trying to like get the Prismacolors and get swept up in all of this. Like obviously I love the Prismas and I love the polychromos, but you know, I'm just colouring in, and I think to myself, like, what's the point in paying so much money? Like obviously I've spent the money now, but and I still like them, and like I love my Artesa ones as well, but like still £60 for the Artesa ones, like when you're just colouring in. Like I know obviously people want their pages to look like really nice, and I do as well, but then it's just like the massive price tag that people pay for like pencils and stuff when you can get like such affordable options. It's just like my mind as well, like I guess I look at these channels that have all of the light fast and stuff like that, and it's just like, oh, they look beautiful, but it's just like, you definitely don't need light fast pencils, or you don't need like pencils like the luminance, even though I bought a few. Like I definitely don't need them just to colour in. If you get what I mean. I'm just trying to get back to like, of course I will still use the fancier pencils, and that like the fanciest pencils I have are the polychromos, and of course I will still use them, but I don't know, there's just like, I don't see the point in spending a load of money on supplies when you just need, like when you have things like this that are cheaper. And I just want to like put in here and say, I'm not judging if you have all of the fancy pencils. Honestly, like, you work for your money, like you do what you want, even if you got them as gifts. I don't care how you got them. It's just like, if that's what you want, then that's like what you're entitled to do. I'm just like, I just felt like that was a bit judgy. I just also wanted to say, like, when you're new, I think you can get like swept up in the hype of like wanting to try all these nice things, and obviously when you're like me and you don't have a lot of money for it, it's best just to like get back to the basics and just kind of hone your skill, and then maybe when you have more money you could try the fancier stuff if you wanted. But I do have like a few fancier pencils, I guess, but it is amazing to have them, but I'm just saying you don't need them when you're first starting, or even if you've been colouring for years, you don't need them if you can't afford them. But if you can, then that's totally up to you if you want to buy them. Like, that's just what I meant. I didn't mean that to sound judgy or anything, so just in case. And also, I forgot to mention that I am like colouring on top of markers, so you won't be able to see like the full effect just on like plain paper if you were to use them without a marker base. So yeah, I don't know why I didn't mention that, but they they're like quite perfect for just adding shading and stuff for marker bases and everything like that. And on the natural paper, just like the skin tone ones, they might leave that like textured kind of look to it. I don't know why I didn't mention that, but I'll just pop it in here. I hope that made sense. Like, especially I don't have a lot of money, and especially these days with the cost of living going up, although I still live at home, like my mom's a single parent and she needs a bit of help as well. Like, obviously I have to pay to live here, and I have to pay towards stuff, and everything's so expensive. So, you know, if you can get good colouring supplies just to build your mood up a little bit, just get your mojo running again, and then you can have them at a good decent price. And I think it's building up your skills is what matters the most, I think, anyway. I've just added a bit of highlight with this fresh green. It's the practice that you get, and obviously you're going to get better results with better supplies. It's just like obvious, but you can still get good results with cheaper stuff, especially if you just keep practicing your skills and stuff like that. And I'm not saying like I'm the best in the world, but you know, I think I'm a pretty decent colorist. I like how my pages turn out, so that's all that matters really, and it's for the enjoyment of yourself. Like, it's for yourself to enjoy it and help you cope. Well, that's what I use mine for, is creativity and to help us cope. Like, I'm having quite a low mood today and every day really, but I guess I just thought I would get on here and film this, and it's a very good distraction, and I really hope that you like it. Yeah, so like I say, they're not the best pencils in the world, but they've got a decent amount of pigment for the price tag, and if you go in layers and just sort of be patient, you can get a good result, in my opinion. And I think that the markers look good as well. I have got a bit of like streaking in the sky just because I shouldn't have tried such a large area with such a small marker, so I probably won't be doing that again, especially they're going to run out a lot faster if I do that. But you know, like, there ain't no Artesa pencils, but I still think like I can't, like, I don't know, like I was wanting to try the Artex pencils, but that's just like £60, and then I looked at how much the Artesa ones were for the 120 set, and they were £60. I was like, did I really pay £60? And I think I paid about £60 something for the 36 tin of polychromos, but like, that's polychromos, you know, they have like they are a bit more fancy. I'm thinking, I'm not bloody paying, I don't think £60 is all that cheap, if I'm honest, for a more budget, supposedly budget brand, in my opinion. But I've got the Artesa ones now, and I'm glad that me past self did pay for them, but I ain't about that life right now. And I ain't about like trying to buy and spend the amount of money I've spent on like Prismas and stuff like that. It's not really what I want to spend my money on now. I just, well, it's not that I just can't spend my money on it. You know, life is getting more expensive. And I'm also just like in the mood to try cheaper stuff, just to see, and just to see what I can do with it. So yeah, we'll leave that. Leaves, like, I think them leaves look perfectly fine. I think they look perfectly fine. Like I say, the other sets are just better quality, I think, than the skin tones. I guess, I don't know if it's got something to do with the colours or what, like the pigment in them, but I do really like the other sets. And I think, personally, I think the Bright and Vivid and the Floral Sensations are more of the better pencils in them. So I would say if you only wanted to try one, then I would get the Bright and Vivid or the Floral Sensations. But what else can we do? We'll do these leaves down here, and then I think we'll call it, because I'm not exactly sure how long this video is. So I'm going to use fresh green. And is there much of a difference between fresh green and leafy green? This leafy green has got a 4, so that might be a nice one. But I kind of want these to stay more light, so I'm going to do, actually I'm going to use a yellow. I'm going to blend the green into the yellow. So there we are, that's all I've got for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I did a good job at explaining like how the pencils are and stuff. Some of them are a little bit more waxier, which leads to a bit more creamy. Like I say, the ones with 4 on the swatches are a little bit more waxier. They're not like creamy by any means, like they're not Artesa or anything like that, but they're just a little bit more buttery, waxier, so they've got like more of a slickness to them. And then a lot of more of them are dry, but like I say, these ones down here are more of a dry, but a dry like kind of consistency, I guess, or more dry feeling. But if you build them up in layers, they still do a good job, and you've still got to consider that they're £3. In my opinion, I think if you haven't got any other pencils and you've got a very short, like small budget, I think these pencils are perfectly fine, and I think that you're still going to get a good result from them. It just a warning that they are a little bit textured on Amazon paper. I'm not sure about other papers. I don't like, I've tried, obviously the page that I've just shown you, the lighter colours on that other paper were a little bit less textured than this, but I haven't tried the darker colours from the skin tone on that paper, so it might just be the darker colours. But obviously everything's going to show up more if they're like in a darker colour, I guess. So yeah, my overall opinion is I like the markers a lot. I'm not really sure how much ink is in them, with them being so thin. Like I don't see them being like having a lot of ink in them, but like 5, you get the 5 markers for, so you get like the 5 markers for £6.99, and then you get them colouring pages as well, so they're decent enough. But I think that the other ones that I've got coming tomorrow might be like a better value if you get them, if you get like 8 for £6.99. I mean £7.99. I guess it just depends. I would get all of them if you could, because like the more colours the better, and the pencils are pretty good. So yeah, they're just pretty standard, pretty good for the price. I think that they're very affordable and very nice for the price. So yeah, let us know if you want us to do any further videos using them, or anything like that, and what other videos you want to see. Let us know if you've got these, if you like them, if you're going to pick them up. Even just pick up one set to try. You don't have to get all 4. As I said, if you're interested in just getting one set, I would probably go for the bright and vivid, because I feel like them ones are just very nice. But if you don't like bright colours, then obviously go for one of the other sets, whatever calls to you, whatever colour scheme calls to you. But I love bright colours, so the bright and vivid one is my favourite, I think. So yeah, that's basically it. This video is probably going to be very long. I will test out the markers, and if I get the, well, I do plan on getting the glitter markers, and I'll do another video testing out like the paint markers and the glitter markers and stuff when I eventually get them. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did get the end, leave those purple hearts. I hope that it was interesting to watch, and you will see this page finished in me April completed pages, and if you don't see it on Instagram before that. So if you happen to like the video as well, then give it a like. As if you just stumbled across my channel and you like this video, then if you want to subscribe, you know how to do all of that, you know. So yeah, that is it. I'm gonna go now, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. If you did, you know what to do.